Scored 3 in the fourth game.
Yeah. No, great play by him, and needed that, just it's a nice momentum boost, energy boost at that point. So really good job sort of reading the QB, playing a cloud corner out there to the field and knowing what to do with it when he makes it.
Is there something about having green grass in front of him that he gets a little shaky with?
Someone came up to me and said the same thing, one of the players. They're like, it's JJ.
But the fumble
Yeah.
up there is just so bizarre. How do you get the guys to just keep playing through it all,
You just got to just keep playing. Like, it's just one of those deals. I was proud of them, though. They didn't, when they didn't get the first one, which you thought, that was probably our worst drive of the day. And you think you finally get a break, and then you don't, and then they get it, down inside the 5, and the guys rose up and then create the fumble right there. That was big. We needed that.
Brad, 3 of 4 games, you guys have done pretty well defensively. How do you get the guys to just keep that mentality going to get these really low-scoring games for your opponents?
Yeah, they just got to keep playing. We talked about it last week. The mentality of just coming out to practice, and it's going to sound like I'm on repeat. Just having just a focused mindset in practice, focused execution, and then just taking it drive by drive. They had to push through the heat a little bit. That was one of those games that it could have been hotter. The rain early helped kind of just drop the temp a little bit, but when the sun came out, you could feel it. It was good to get different guys in there too to get their feet wet. So overall, solid day. Still a lot to clean up. Wish we could have got the one right there at midfield. We knew we were about to get a shot play and just get it pushed over. We should have been in good shape. But again, it's good when you've got things to clean up, so they realize, hey, listen, you know what, these mistakes could hurt you down the road if you don't.
You mentioned the young guys that got involved. You signed up all these big 4-star guys at linebacker and at edge this year. Souls wasn't one of them, but he's really come out and made a lot of plays early on. What does he do that makes him so tenacious out there?
Well, you said it. He's tenacious. Like his twitch and his get off is elite caliber, and he plays with our reckless abandon and an edge. That puts tackles on their heels. So really, really proud of him. He's sort of he's accepted sort of his role, on this team, and it's a big role, and it's a guy that's got to help accept. We get to third down and we got to get off, and he's shown that he's got a natural pass rush ability.
I'll get one more for you then too, because Nichols, he had a big play, big PBU on third down there. Has he kind of exceeded some early expectations at quarterback room?
Yeah, we were obviously really excited to get him, through the recruiting process, and excited about sort of his first day of spring ball, like his first half of spring ball. He was doing some really good things, and then sort of sustained the injury there in spring ball that he had to miss the rest of it. So, but he's come back and been really solid player for us, and he's going to continue to grow, and really have high hopes for him. And the thing that makes Rye so special is that it's not just the athletic ability, but it's the ability to focus on all the details, and come in, and he wants to know exactly the game plan. He doesn't just sort of leave anything for chance. Now, there's some things that we have to get him to just not overthink at times. It's like, okay, I just still want you just to play football, but he'll get there. Excuse me. Sorry.
Your offense had a lot of confidence building throughout the game. What did you like about the improvements your offense made from last week to this week?
Well, I think we still got a long way to go, so I guess I appreciate that. But, I think there was enough mixture. There was more explosive plays. We held up at times, and I think that was critical. Again, it was good to see us be able to run the ball again and do some of those things. And I thought, guys like Jamarian Wilcox provided some things for us from an explosive standpoint of extending some plays.
Bush, what did you see from Brock?
You know, I think, again, I mean, without seeing the film, I thought he played a tough brand of ball, and I think we know what we're getting there, you know. And so I think the thing that's become evident is we're probably going to have to utilize both those guys and run both those guys. And I think the biggest thing is, you know, we did what we had to do to win this game, and I'm starting to, you know, each week it's just going to be what's it going to take to win that next game, and I think that's critical.
Bush, on a degree of difficulty skill, how hard is it sort of learning to play quarterback as a collegiate when you're under so much duress so consistently in the pocket?
Yeah, I think it is. You know, I think he certainly rushed a bunch, you know, and so we understand that. Again, you know, we're not sitting back and just drop back passing a ton, and I know everybody wants to throw it a lot, but that's, you know, that'd be poor coaching on our part. It really would. So we gotta, you know, make sure we play to our strengths right now. We know what our situation is. We got to put this team in the best position to win football games.
He gets out and passes and throws on the run well. Some people can't do that. Is that just the athleticism in him?
I think so. I think his natural instincts take over, if you will. Again, he's a big, physical, athletic kid that it's got plenty of arm talent, and so we've been pleased in the last couple of weeks of him just, you know, being able to extend those plays, and those are critical, and you see them being made every Saturday in college football. So,
did he show that in camp, the ability to extend plays and make second reaction throws?
Yeah, I think so. You know, I totally think so. And again, he throws it well on the move. We've been doing more and more of those kind of things to get him outside the pocket, if you will, change the launch point. And again, it always comes down to the decision making, you know, when you are on the move and taking care of the football, and that's been a plus.
Obviously, you all practice in the heat all summer long, but how do you think the guys handled the heat today?
I thought they did a good job, and again, we were able to get more guys out there and more guys having a role today, and that was a huge positive. So,
Bush, when you're trying to play both quarterbacks, is there a key to making them both comfortable with that?
yeah, it's always going to be an issue. You know, there's, you know, you never. You know, there's no way to keep all in a rhythm. I think obviously we've tried to keep Brock out there as much as we can while Gavin gets out there. But at times, then you know, there's certain things you're kind of playing a man down because with Brock being out there, you know, from a blocking standpoint or a pass standpoint. So again, we just got to take a hard look, you know, in the next 24, 48 hours of what we got to do. We know the opponent we got next week and what we got to do to win that football game.
Through 4 games, how do you feel about the operational standpoint?
I think there's certainly room to improve. You know, it just feels like at times, certainly, if you're taking one operational penalty, that's one too many. You know, so just with certain things, obviously we got to clean it up, and I think there's the difference maybe from not huddling, from first year, all those kind of things that we just got to be more clean in that department.
On the 4th and 1, where Brock pulled it, was that the right read?
You know, it was. I mean, obviously, you always have 2 or 3 calls that you wish you had back. We were trying to get him jump. We had run what we call a tempo play 3-4 times last week. We thought that was going to be a play that was going to get him to jump off sides. But Brock's got the widest there. Obviously, that read happens fast, and again, that's on me.
Stoops talked about it, about having the young guys get some reps in, Abba, Malachi. How do you guys see them do today?
Yeah, we got to peek that film, obviously, and be all over it. We're going to need them, and so I'm not sure, you know, young guys, old guys, we're going to need everybody, and so it was good to get them that experience, and we got to get them rolling.
Have you had that for a while?
I just got it over. No, actually, I got it before the season started. It was a gift to myself.
So, what'd you see on that play?
So we was in our 5 coverage. So I kind of just, you know, get a little. It's soft cover too, so I got to reroute. But I really tried to bait the quarterback, and he took it. So when I seen that ball, or really I seen his eyes go to the 3 to the flash, and I seen him crack the shell. So yeah, no, that's me. That's me.
Max, you guys have played well the last few weeks on defense, and you know that secondary's taking strides. Struggled a little bit against South Carolina, but you're playing one of the most high-powered offenses in the country next week. How do you feel like the guys in that secondary with you are going to be, and how they're going to be prepared going against Ole Miss on the road?
We're accepting the challenge. You know, Ole Miss got a very explosive offense, but you know we're gonna come ready. We're gonna watch film. You know, do what we have to do, but we're accepting that challenge. Can't wait for it.
How big was it for the defense to buck up in the red zone and force that turnover that JJ ultimately scooped up?
Man, plays like that, like, we just appreciate that as a defense because that's all we talk about. We just talk about doing your job, and playing straining, playing aggressive, and it pays off. And today it paid off. Finally got one of the balls on the ground, man. That's a good feeling.
How frustrating was it when the ball kept getting on the ground and y'all just weren't following it?
I mean, man, it's like every bounce was going the opposite way, but hey, man, that's football. So we just kept playing, kept going, and we finally received one. So that's all that matters.
Maxwell, did you just know in the 4th game of the season you'll score a touchdown?
It's crazy. I did think about that while I was, taking a shower. I was like, dang, last year, week 4, I got my first pick 6. Well, 2 of them. Now it's week 4 now, man. That's God. That's God. So
can we make next week 4 too?
Yeah. Come on. Hey, we're gonna definitely get some opportunities. They air that ball out, so just got to do our job, have good eyes, and play discipline, man. We're gonna get one.
Does it ever get old getting in the end zone?
Nah. I need to think of some touchdown celebrations, man. I need to get better in that aspect, but it happens so fast. I just be trying to find my fam, man.
You guys as a defense kind of laid the groundwork last week. Even though you didn't get the win, big performance. Do you guys feel like now you've laid that groundwork? You know what it takes to go out there and put together a strong defense?
Yeah, honestly, last year opened our eyes because we came up short, but it showed that we can go at anybody. Going against the number 1 team in the country, giving them a fight. It makes us feel better. It makes us know that, hard work does pay off. Like I said, we came up short, but that was a step in the right direction.
Because, we got great dudes on the perimeter that can just take the top off and stuff like that. So we were able to, dink and dunk and move the ball down the field. That was kind of our game plan because they played just a bunch of 4 and 3 deep, and their quarters was really deep as well. So kind of trying to take advantage of the underneath stuff and catch and run things. And then we were able to move the ball well, and then we got down there 2 or 3 yard line and hand the ball off to Demi. Great physical run, and everybody was pretty fired up, obviously on the offense. So wanted to do some crazy stuff after that.
Brock, do you feel like you're getting more comfortable as the weeks go on, getting used to the guys and the system in that?
Yes, sir. It's definitely a thing. But I will say with the stuff that Coach Hammond's done and the stuff he talks about, his main thing is he doesn't want it to look like a first-year operation, and he thinks that it's definitely going to get better as we go. And we're just fine-tuning some stuff, with the personnel groups, the people we want out there, and the O-line's playing well. Quarterback is quarterback. What the freak am I talking about? The running backs are playing well, stuff like that. And
what about the quarterback?
The quarterback played a solid game today. Obviously, there's things that we're going to have to go in there and fix on film. There was improvements from last week, but then there's obviously new stuff every week that you can definitely improve on. So, yes, sir.
How tough is it finding a balance of when to step up into the pocket versus when to just try to get the hell out of there and get away from the rush?
Yes, sir. That's definitely something that the quarterback has got to be just ready for, I would say. But it's tough at times because you're keeping your eyes downfield. You're keying the safeties or whatever, or whoever you want to key, and trying to see the coverage, trying to see what routes are going to be there against what coverage that is. And it's kind of a feel thing. Like you're feeling color because as you're doing your drop back, like you're not looking dead in front of you at the rush, and you can't look at the rush. And that's some of the stuff I've tried to do is being able to, maybe it's a wide rush, maybe I'm able to step up, but if there's push in front of you, you're just sensing color, sensing pressure, and just trying to get out there.
What kind of just security do you think his name provided for you? It seems like in all those key moments he was kind of there.
Dan is an absolute heck of a receiver. Really glad he's wearing blue and white. That was kind of our game plan this week to just those crosses, and we felt like whenever we caught him rotating, we were able to utilize the other side of the field. But Dane, great kid, great dude off the field as well. He's gonna line up. He's gonna do exactly what he's told to do, what he's coached to do, and I don't know if he had some of the most reps of the wideouts, but just a great game. And then one of the things that showed up for me was he had a touchdown block on that one to Barry on that sweep. So it's just doing the right stuff, performing when the ball's not in your hands, and just a true team player. Really good. Really glad he's on our squad.
Did you know that he had hops like that when he jumped over that defender?
Last week he did as well.
Yeah. First off, I just want to thank God for allowing me to be able to come out here and do what I was able to do today. But it all just fell into place today. I was just out there trying to play for my team, and the ball just found me. So I'm just thankful that the ball was able to find me.
How'd that hurdle feel?
Walk
us through that play.
I said it a couple weeks ago. I was like, man, against Southern Miss, I got tackled. I was like, I should have jumped over him. So I was like, throughout the weeks, I was like, I need to just jump over somebody. And I saw him like getting low. I was like, oh, here it goes. And I was able to do it.
Dang, on the fourth down conversion, it looked like you knew exactly what you needed to stay alive there for Brock. Just what's that chemistry between the two guys?
Yeah, I know when Brock gets out of the pocket, he wants to make a big play, and I know I saw nobody was deep, so I was like, okay, let me go deep, and then I think we made eye contact, and I saw the ball come out. I was like, okay, let me make this grab.
Dane, what have you learned about Brock, just in terms of he's been on the run a lot, he's taking some hits. What have you learned about him?
I know Brock's gonna get up every time if he gets hit. Brock's a tough player, and I just love playing with Brock. He's a great guy, and anytime I can get out there and make a play for Brock, I'm willing to do it.
On that hurdle, were you trying to impress Sidney McLaughlin?
Oh no, I did say I was like, if I score, I'm gonna try to do a hurdle celebration, but I didn't score, so I was like, I guess I did it right there. So I hope she saw that. I hope my form was pretty good. So I guess that's all I was able to do today.
You just talk about getting in the end zone. Felt like on one of those drives there, 2 or 3 plays in a row. Were they trying to get you in the end zone?
I don't think they were trying to. I just think we were just trying to call a good play, and 2 of the plays, they were really good play calls, but we just weren't able to execute. But the call was there.
Dave, just what was the morale in the receiver room in the last 2 weeks when you all, with protection or whatever, it was just struggling?
Yeah, we were really just trying to keep our heads up and just keep playing football. Coach Schwartz told us all week, just keep playing, the ball is going to find us, and I feel like it did today. The ball was able to find everybody in the room. Everybody was just able to go out there and have a good day.
Where's the biggest stride this offseason?
Yeah, definitely gaining weight. That was the biggest stride that I made. Being able to go out there and play physical and be able to grab the balls out the balls, get the ball out the air and just make the big time plays.
A performance like this, what does this do to your confidence and the team's confidence overall?
Yes, this gives us a lot of confidence going into next week, and we need it. We play a really good team next week, so we just have to go out there and just be able to go out there and play a really good football team. We have to play really good football, so that's what we have to go out there and do, play really good football.
When they go to those Wildcat packages, how would you evaluate Brock as a perimeter blocker?
I tell that boy just to run him off. Just run off, because I don't want you out there getting jammed and getting embarrassed. That's what I tell him.
Did you go?
Wait, what camera am I looking at?
Yeah. You've been the Sackham guy, and you've been out there making plays. Did you anticipate seeing the field this much this early?
Not really. I just, went to practice every day and was working hard and got blessed with the opportunity.
You weren't like the highest, biggest recruit, I think, for your size. Do you kind of carry that little chip with you when you play?
I'd say a little bit. I don't really pay attention to my size or what people said about my size. I just go hard and play 100% every time I'm on the field.
Coach White said that, they're asking kind of a lot from you to just come in on the most challenging down. So what kind of mindset do you have to have knowing that, all right, we got to get off the field, I got to go make a play?
I would say I really don't think about too much. I just know my assignment and try to execute it to the fullest. Just, like I said, 100% every play, every down.
What worked well for you guys as a unit today?
Just preparation and practice, going repetitive reps of going over the same thing, and just communication. And the older guys really teaching and helping the young cats like me just be ready for moments when we do step on the field.
You guys played well today, but you guys also played well last week. It's starting to stack up for that defense.
Yes, sir.
One of the most potent offenses in college football is ahead next week. How do you guys prepare, and what's that look like for you guys this week as you're trying to get ready for, especially for young guys, one of the best offenses in the country?
Just watching film, and like I said, in practice, really taking it serious and understanding situations and what we would be doing in those situations. So really just preparation.
You feel like the strong performance against Georgia, even though you guys didn't win, you guys had a strong defensive performance. Do you feel like that guy kind of fueled it, laid the groundwork, like, okay, you guys know what you need to do in order to be a good defense?
Yes, sir. I say the Georgia game really just let us know that we can do whatever we want to do. We can execute and play to whoever our standard, and our standard is the best standard, if you ask me. So, you know, if we just play to our standard, you'll get those same results.
Stephen, did you give yourself the Sackum nickname, or did somebody else give that to you?
It was my dad. My dad was just like, man, you Sackum Souls, man. Yeah. So that was really it. It was my pops, and it just grew in high school.
Yeah. When did you start?
My freshman year in high school. You know, figured out I was good at it, and yeah, and my initials is SS, so I can SS Sackum Souls or SS Stephen Souls, Super Souls, whatever you want to call it.
What does it take to be a good pass rusher, whether you're playing inside or the edge?
For me, I would just say understanding your tackle, knowing what his weak and strong points are, and understanding your strengths and weaknesses, and you know, laying that out on the field when you're rushing.
So what are your greatest moves up front, if you will? And is it do you play the hits over and over, or do you kind of have to mix them up?
I would say just speed. They see my speed and you know, the top rip, just attacking the edge, getting edgy on guys. They seem to struggle with that.
You didn't just get in the backfield. You also made a play downfield. So how does it feel like when you get your name just called over the speakers over Kroger Field?
It feels great, man. Like, honestly, you know, I know my family up there cheering hard. They excited for it. So it's really just